Whoa. Look at that speed square. Good. I am not gonna let this day beat me. We are gonna finish framing this treehouse. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Mike with Project Dad Life, and we are building a treehouse. This is episode 2. Hopefully this week we're gonna get the walls up, get everything framed out. If you want to check out the first episode, I'll put it in the description below. We got 5 days to get this thing framed up. Yep. Can we do it? Mm-hmm. Let's go. All right, these are bottom and top plate for the first wall. So take these up top. We'll nail the studs together up there, then we'll stand the wall. Hey buddy.
Yeah.
While you're up there, will you count the lines? Let me know how many studs we need. 7 studs? This is the only wall that's going to be kind of surrounding a tree, so we're going to try and get this thing stood up, slide it back off a little bit into the woods, and then drive it right in between those 2 trees.
Pick it up, go like that.
You're going to be in the middle.
Go like this.
Yeah, we're going to pick it up, I'll show you. You ready? Whee! First wall's up. Now we slide it this way. That's because it's not tight. Don't let it tip off the end. Yeah. Alright. Keep it going back around.
Yep.
Got it? Mm-hmm. I'll pick mine out. It should line up perfect with the...
It's hitting the tree wall. There you go. Now you guys are good. Now push it back in.
Oh my god, that's perfect.
Man, that's Jesus slick. The other walls, then it'll look...
Yeah, once we get the other 2 walls up, then we'll bring this one in and square it. Alright dude, 2 walls. Doing good? We got 2 walls up, feeling pretty accomplished. So we'll have a single gable right here. Got 2 walls to go, and then we're getting pretty close. Alright, good job dudes. Today we're going to start framing up our windowed wall. So this will be the only wall in the treehouse with windows in it. And I was lucky enough to find this right down the street at an antique shop, and I'm going to run this window horizontally. It used to be a vertical window, but we're going to turn it like this. I'm going to set it a little bit higher on the sun side of the treehouse to let lots of natural light in. And I was lucky enough to find a matching window for the roof. So this window came from the same house. It's the exact same width, but it's only half as tall. So my idea for this, and I'm gonna run a shed dormer on the roof and put this up top, and that way the sun side wall will pretty much be a full windowed wall. So I'm gonna go over the plans really quick for this on the whiteboard. That way we can kind of both get on the same page about how we're gonna frame these up.
This is the floor, and these are, and this is the roof, and we already built that, and we built this white.
We will have to jump a little hurdle and adjust all of the pitches and angles on the rafters above it. That's what kind of creates that shed style roof, but I think the look is gonna make it way worth the trouble. And before we get started, check out the new merch. We have the army green shirt with the black Project Dad Life logo, with the Dream It, Build It, and the cross spark plug and hammer. We also have the American flag on the shoulder. If you guys like it, go check it out, projectdadlife.com. If you're a small, medium guy, stick with a medium. If you're a medium, large guy like I am, size up 1, get the large. They are the athletic cut. Hope you guys like it. Back to work. Now we just adjust for the height, put our cross 2x4s in there, and brace it all up. We got all 4 walls up. They're level and squared, and I put a couple temporary braces in. As you saw, the last thing we have to do is put our top plate on, which will make this a double plate. The one thing you want to keep in mind when you do this is all your walls are not going to overlap right now. That's what the top plate is for. So since this wall is the short wall on the inside, we want to make this top plate full length. So we go from edge to outer edge over there. That way it overlaps like this, and it will tie these walls together. And so we're just going to do that 1 2x4 all the way around the top. That's the door right there. Right here, this is gonna be the door. Is that cool? That's gonna be the porch. So now we have to start using our speed square, and we're going to start cutting the rafters. I'm going to show you the simplest way that I've learned how to do this. What I like to do is get a scrap piece of 2x4. We will draw our 90 degree. This represents the top of the wall. This will represent our ridge beam 2x4s. So we know our run from outer wall to center of your wall is 5 feet. For us, it's 5 feet. Our rise is going to be 38.5. So that is all we need on this. We know we are shooting for approximately an 812 pitch roof. That means for every 12 inches of run, you rise 8 inches. To calculate this number, all we have to do is times 8 times 5. We get 40, but I did put a third wall plate, so I kind of screwed up on that. So I'm gonna have to actually adjust this a little bit when I cut my angles. Now the reason for all this is to get your correct rafter length. We wanna know what this distance is from point A to point B. There's a formula you can use to get this number, but I prefer just downloading the app. So I have a rafter length table, and this is super simple. All you do is fill in your numbers. It gives you exactly what your rafter length should be. So for all of our parameters, our rafter length is going to be 71.2. And then right here is where we draw our line, cut this off, and this is our ridge board angle that meets up right there on our ridge. And then from point A to point B will be our measurement that we just came up with. And then you have to remember, you also have to add a bird's mouth if you want to, which I am, and then extend our soffit overhang 12 inches. So we have our 2 end trusses up on the front and the back side, so the top truss system is pretty much locked in. Now we're going to start on this dormer gable window. So right up here, I got my boxes cut for the window that I'm going to frame out to the rough dimensions. I'm going to square it up on the ground, nail it together, and then stand it up right above this, and we'll just simply line it up with this lower window, get it centered up there, and then we'll be able to run our edge truss that's going to capture shed roof, and then we can change our pitch, drop back down and continue. And then the back side will just be completely 812 with the same pitch truss going all the way across. So that's up next. So I dropped my framing nailer because this crap clip it came with doesn't hook on anything. It won't even fit over a 2x4. Why would you make a frame nailer that doesn't have a clip that fits over a 2x4? This one doesn't. It's like too tight. So you're always setting it down, trying to hook it to your belt. This one fell all the way to the ground and snapped the coupling off the dang airline. So now I'm down to my 25-foot short airline because this is busted now. What the heck is going on? There's got to be a better clip than this because this thing sucks. I am not gonna let this day beat me. We are gonna finish framing this treehouse. Did you guys see that? It took me a second to realize what happened, but all of a sudden I felt like my finger about got blown off and I got almost thrown off the ladder. Look at that speed square. I was holding this up on the 2x4 on the rafter to hold it square. So I was holding it just like this on the ridge beam to make sure my rafter was square, shooting the frame nailer from behind. The nail jumped out and it hit right there on the speed square, which was right where my fingers were, and like shot it out of my hand. Took me a second to realize what was going on. Holy crap, that speed square is toast. I can't believe I just did. That was so dumb to hold this on the back side while you're frame nailing this way. Luckily that was there. If this speed square wasn't in front of my finger, that would have definitely blown the tip of my finger off. Damn, that was dumb. Definitely got to pay more attention and not do stupid stuff like that. Do you guys ever have those days where everything is just going against you? Today has been one of those days. Back to work. I ran out of 2x4s. Luckily I found 3 scrap pieces of 2x4 I'm gonna use to finish these rafters off. The boys just got home from school, so we're gonna jump on this thing and hopefully finish the framing. This is the template. This is what we gotta cut. See, it fits perfectly on the ridge board right here, and then the end bird mouth sits right over the top wall. See that?
Yeah.
You just stack your board right on top like this and then trace it. So hit this line, what? I'll hold it, you trace, it'll be faster. And go get the bird's mouth. Zip, zip.
I draw
in the
something.
very end. Very end. Perfect. One more. Luckily I found these. I ran out. I needed 3 more trusses to finish the roof.
Huh.
And then I found these over there in the scrap pile. Here, who else? Pass it up to Memphis.
Go.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see.
Can't fall off.
From up here,
Come on, little Bobby.
the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.
By the side, and you gotta like climb up.
Smash that bell.
Alright guys, that sums up another week of the Treehouse build. We did all the rough end framing. Everything is stick framed, ready to go. We're ready for our windows and siding. Hopefully we'll tackle that next week and we'll be one step closer. You guys enjoy it?
Yep.
Alright,
Remember to like and subscribe and hit that bell. Stay tuned.
for next week for another episode of the Treehouse build.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah. Keep watching. It is gonna be good.